Hello, hello.
Hello, is it Nick?
Hey, how are ya?
I'm good, you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
Awesome.
I do want to apologize. I didn't get a chance to let you know ahead of time. I'm not at home,
Oh, really?
but I do have a setup. I've got some Lego with me.
Nice.
So hopefully that will be okay. Let me see if I can get that correct.
What, you're not bringing the pro setup to my stream?
Unfortunately, it's not super mobile, the Pro setup, so it's
What?
not something that can just be
It's not
set up
like
on
a
the
camper
fly.
van?
I'd love to someday have a trailer. Maybe if the Cybertruck happens, I'll make sure my Cybertruck is like a portable streaming studio.
Oh yeah. Let's see if I can get you
How's
into
the
the
stream going?
stream.
Yeah. Oh yeah, take your time. Take your time. Do your thing.
Of course, my stream thing is fetching the wrong Discord window.
As they like to do. As they like
Yeah.
to do.
Uh, where even is that? Okay, there. Properties. And
Um,
oh, there we go. Okay, yeah. Discord. Breaking this Discord. Okay, there we go. No, wait, wrong. There we are.
and
Okay.
if you want, I do have Hangouts on my phone as well. So if this doesn't work out for some reason, just let me know and we can switch over.
Oh man, that would have been so much better. But you said you wanted to do the Discord.
Honestly, I thought Hangouts was dead. I thought Google had like totally killed it, and I didn't realize it was still around.
Well,
That's what I was using you'd asked.
they sort of killed it. They killed streaming functionality that they had with
Oh, okay.
Hangouts.
Okay. I thought
That's
they
why
were
people
killing it
stopped using it
entirely
for
when they
streaming.
did that. Yeah, I thought they were killing it entirely, not just partially. Okay.
Yeah, no, they. Oh wait, so let's see if I can get you a little bit bigger. Oh, I have to. Let's see, like this, like that. Okay, let's. Okay, now we have a Discord window. For some reason, it just resized everything wrong. Okay.
Do you want me to switch over to Hangouts? I really don't mind.
No, we have it on right now. So okay, cool.
Okay. Cool.
Just fixed it up now. Well, it's a little janky, but it works.
All right.
Actually, that's gonna annoy me for 2 hours. Uh, there, one last adjustment. There we go.
Let me see. I'm refreshing just to see.
Yeah, so I'm streaming through Restream.
Yeah, yeah. It's all...
And that's caused a minute delay.
Okay. Gotcha.
With everything happening. But,
Okay, I see the adjustments happening now.
Right.
Yep, making it work beautiful.
Yeah. Super pros here.
I mean, hey, this is how it always goes for these kinds of events. Just gotta make it work. Just gotta make it work.
And I have a thing going across your eyes. Yeah, that's great.
No one wants to see those anyways.
It's when I realized that like doing a charity stream and it's like setting up over all the overlays and elements, so like I really don't have much space.
Yeah.
For what you want.
It's got to keep organized for sure. Yeah, I can definitely appreciate that.
Like getting all the information out there. How do you donate to the charity? What's the charity about?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's so much. Don't know how you manage to stream 4 times a week. But dang.
Well, I don't stream for 24 hours 4 times a week.
Oh right,
So
yeah, that's true.
you made it extra challenging for your first big go.
You saying this is my fault?
No, I would never.
Galgate says, "Okay, we can see him now, so don't kick him." My turn. Where would you like to connect? Oh yeah, that's you 11 seconds ago. Well, no, 4 minutes ago. Okay, cool.
Yeah, there we go. Looking good.
And obviously this morning all my technical things failed and crashed.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna have an iPad straight in front of me showing chat. The iPad doesn't want to connect to the internet today.
Of course it doesn't. Why would it want to cooperate today?
Just randomly like, nah, we can't reach any site. It's connected. It's all right. What are you gonna do? I have to reformat it or something.
Crazy. Mr. Hinkle Draws, what's up? Good to see you.
Hinkle in the house. Is that the goat?
Nice. Gallagate hanging out. Love. RDF is up in here. What's up, RDF?
REF is here.
Hola, homies.
Good friend,
Bring it
good friend.
over. We'd love to see it.
Yeah. I don't really have a huge presence on Twitch yet, so we don't have much Twitch chats going on. But
Yeah, but I love that you do have the restream stuff showing up, so people can still kind of see what the conversation is. So
yeah,
that's
it's nice
like
when
it's
they
a
do
nice
that.
feature. Yeah.
I just find it's a little bloated because every time it has to say restream Twitch and this guy said this, so there's a lot of text beforehand.
No, there's a lot of text from it for sure.
And it doesn't get the profile images, unfortunately.
Well, there are no profile images really on, like on Twitch. You never see those in chat, right? So.
Oh yeah, you more have the badges there.
Yeah,
right?
the badge, exactly.
True. Well, I guess the Twitch doesn't see the YouTube profile pictures.
Yeah, exactly.
When you use.
So how's the stream coming along overall? Looks like we've got lots of awesomeness happening here. How's the build going?
Yeah, those are many questions with many answers. I'm trying to build as sort of fast as I can, and I think I got a little too cocky from the last 24-hour live stream I did last year, where I built the UCS Millennium Falcon, which we managed barely in time. Actually, I went 15 minutes past the goal of 24 hours.
It's not bad.
No, I was very happy with that, and I figured I can do that again with a custom set from Rebrickable with instructions not up to par with Lego instructions whatsoever, with missing pieces, instructions not fitting with the actual parts count.
Yeah.
It's an amazing set.
Did you say it's the same parts count or higher?
With the UCS Millennium Falcon?
Yeah, like how is it compared to that?
About the same.
Oh, okay, cool.
A little less maybe. I think Falcon is 7,500 and this is 7,300.
Gotcha.
And
oh my gosh.
Cessless just followed on Twitch. Thanks so much for the follow. Really appreciate that. So,
you know what? And yes, I'm gonna do that actually, because I do see that my face is sitting over.
Oh yeah, I could disable that for now if.
No.
If you want to show more of.
The camera up its edge, and it should be good now.
Okay, good.
You got it, Blockhead. Good call out there. Good call out. And Mr. Kevin Nichol, I'm actually at my cottage or cabin, as I believe a lot of people in the US call them. So.
And yes, Gallagate, BrickinNick does have a YouTube channel as well where he posts awesome builds. And he's BrickinNick on all socials, so you can check that out on YouTube.
Typically easy to find,
Yeah. YouTube BrickinNick and it'll pop right up. Or search Tesla Cybertruck, I guess, and Lego Tesla Cybertruck, and he pops up. Awesome.
All right, let me get some Lego. I couldn't, even though I'm not at home, there was no way I was coming to your stream without some Lego on me. So I grabbed a creator set, and I was like, maybe we can let some people in chat come up with some ideas for some alternate builds.
Oh, you're actually doing improv builds.
Yeah, I figured it'd be fun to do some Saturday afternoon improv with you guys. So I've got the, what's this called? Sunset Track Racer. And I think it's missing a handful of pieces. I've definitely stolen some. But 2 of the 3 bags are sealed, so it shouldn't be too much.
Right.
And I figure we'll let the chat maybe decide what kind of stuff we should build.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
Or if not, we can always just, you guys can decide which of the instructions models we'll build, and we'll see what pieces we're missing by building them.
Awesome.
What's up,
All right.
family?
So if you hear that chat, comment suggestions of what you want BrickinNick to build, and he'll build 5 of them in 2 hours. Why are you giving me the slash across the neck? All right, yeah, I'm trying to get. So currently, I don't. If you've seen a lot of speed runs on games. You see, I have the live split time stuff.
Yeah, I am so impressed that you like set that up and like set like milestones and stuff like that. I think that's absolutely fantastic.
Thanks, glad you like it.
You know, we should talk because I've actually always thought it would be so cool if like there was like a Lego speed building community, like equivalent to the speedrunning community. So.
Oh, that would be awesome. There is actually sort of a community of that because in many
Really?
some huge Lego conventions they have speed build competitions.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
Where they announce the set beforehand, so speed builders can practice the set.
Oh
And
wow! Okay, I didn't
the best
realize.
builders they just learn the set without instructions and just build it. And
Yeah.
in order to not be disqualified, of course, it has to be exact. All pieces need to be correct when you give it. So that's cool. But yeah, having like a speedrun time lapse thing on in a community, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, and it'd be cool to have like to get someone to set up like the website where everybody can track their times and you can upload video and stuff like that. So someday.
Kevin Hinkle, Nick,
You want
living
to
the best.
delegate? I think. Sorry, go ahead.
Mr. Hinkle says, Nick living the best quarantine life. Stay at home. Which one?
Which one? I will say I'm very, very lucky. I want to note, folks, this is driveway to driveway. So we're not increasing any amount of exposure or anything like that. We're being very, very careful.
Good on you. Good on you.
So
we all have to do our parts.
Yeah, exactly. So like I know like because even here they've been saying don't go up to the cottage, don't do this, but we're just doing driveway to driveway basically. So there's we're not interacting with anyone else at any point. So we're staying very safe.
Yeah.
Promise.
We had a ban on going to the cabin as well. And in Norway, there's a huge like cabin culture, especially during Easter. You go up to your cabin, celebrate Easter there, because we love to ski. So you go up into the mountains, and people ski there and such during the Easter holidays. So people were absolutely crazy, but and felt that we're just going to our cabin and we're not increasing exposure and such. But the main reason wasn't because we wanted to limit the infection over to new areas. It was because we have a huge amount of small, I could call it counties, maybe. Small counties with like 5,000 inhabitants only, but with a huge amount of cabins and cottages from people coming outside the county, which means that if people get sick there, the health system or hospitals would get extremely overwhelmed because they're scaled for a population of 5,000 and not a population of 25,000 when 20,000 cabin people is coming in.
That would be intense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense. How far do you typically like? So do you guys have like a cabin yourself, for example?
No, not us specifically. So. We don't have.
Gotcha.
That.
But you go up some like you've gone up before to maybe some other people's cabins and stuff like that.
Yeah, sometimes we go on friend trips and mostly I host some or we host board gaming cabin trips.
Oh, so awesome.
With friends. So sometimes we borrow some friends' cabin or their parents' cabin. And sometimes we just rent one.
Cool. Yes.
So much cheaper than to actually own one.
Yeah, for sure. No, that's fantastic. How far away typically do you have to like drive or travel? Or
well, the latest one was just like 1.5 hour drive.
Okay.
But we've had up to far away like 8 hours.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Then we tried to do it more than just a weekend, more of a
That makes sense. Very cool. Yeah. Ours is about an hour 15, so it's not nice for us to get to as well.
Cool.
Okay. I think I saw Galligate say he wanted me to do all 3 sets within my 2-hour block.
Do all
I'm
of them.
certainly willing to give that a shot. Certainly will.
Yeah, there were so many suggestions. Dinosaur, unicorn,
Oh shoot! How did I miss all that?
Miss
Okay,
Tapcat is in the house. Actually, I seen,
hi, Miss Tapcat.
and she's selected a purple for her name, I think, or for her text. No, for her name. And
Oh yeah.
I have a blue background, so I can't see her name, but I recognize her profile picture. So Miss Tapcat is here. Thank you so much. I really wanted to see Miss Tapcat's. I'm saying that correctly, am I? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Stream, but she seems to be streaming when I'm sleeping.
Ah yes. Scheduling is always a fun one. All right. I see dinosaur and unicorn. Yeah, you're right. Okay. So let me. And then a cat. Dinosaur, unicorn, and a cat. Why don't we try all three? All three.
All right.
With and I love how they all went for creatures. Well, I have a set made for cars and vehicles. You guys are so kind and you're challenging. All right, let's see what we got here.
Have you? Well, you talk to a lot of big people in the Lego community. Have you interviewed some Lego designers as well at some point, haven't you? Or talked to
do I know any or have I connected with?
Well, I'm not sure. Actually, let's just get to my point. Is that I spent an evening with some Lego designers at the Lego Inside Tour once.
Oh, okay, very cool. Yeah.
And they sort of showed us the interview process to become a Lego designer.
Oh, okay, very cool. Yeah.
Which is it's extremely hard.
Yeah,
but
I would imagine.
Seemed like a lot of fun. It's a lot about connecting and getting to know you as a person. They sort of do like a weekend and socialize with everyone.
Yeah.
I have forgotten 2 events right now. Miss Tapcat has donated $10. Happy building. Thanks so much, Miss Tapcat. Love your support. Thanks so much. I appreciate all the support. And Lady Brickskater donated $10 as well and says, as a cat lover for the cats in the wild. Thanks so much.
That's awesome.
Wonderful to see the support coming together in the community. $540 already is amazing. Mr. Starbrick says, cool, finally broke through the 500 barrier. Yes, we did. Next is 750 barrier. And after that, we have a pop-up party bus to give away at 1,000. We'll see if we get there.
It's gonna happen.
Miss Tapcat's on the west coast of the US, so timing can be difficult. Yeah, that's basically on the other side. Yeah, unfortunately. Maybe since I'll stay up a night when I have some vacation time. I think it's more fun to see the streams live than watch reruns.
Yeah, watching VODs for sure.
Yeah.
I'm definitely a bigger fan of watching the stream live.
Yeah. Since if you're not watching live, it might as well have been a podcast.
Yeah, that's true. That's true too.
Sort of, since you're not interacting with the streamer in any way.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's always the next stream to do instead of watching old ones.
Yeah. Indeed.
But the point of my story with the Lego designers was
yeah, I was going to say, we should get back to that.
One of the processes they mentioned, or the tasks they were given basically, was... I'm missing some parts. Of course I am. What's going on here? Yeah, that was to... they were given a Lego set without instructions or the box, and then told to build something out of it.
Oh yeah, okay.
So they wouldn't know which set it was or anything.
Yeah.
But it sort of tested their skills with a limited set of pieces and...
Absolutely.
Yeah, basically what you do every day.
Yeah. I'm fully in support of any challenges like that.
Yeah, that's cool. So now we can do the Well, that's basically what you we're going to do now until you decide to build all 3 normal builds.
No, I'm gonna do it. I'm building a dinosaur right now.
All right. Oh yeah, all requests. I see.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and do all 3 of those initial requests: a dinosaur, a unicorn, and a cat. So I'm actually already starting on the dinosaur. It's very funny. I'm really bad at building dinosaurs. I don't know what it is. I've gotten the request many times. I'm getting started here, but I'm really terrible at it. Just, yeah, all sorts of awful at building dinosaurs. I don't know why, but.
Well, good practice then.
Yeah, I will say that it will be that. It will definitely be good practice. So, all right. This is quite an interesting selection of pieces to be working with for something like a dinosaur too. So,
nice.
Extra challenging, but hey, if I wanted to work for Lego someday, I'd have to do this anyways.
Yeah, exactly. So you
Gotta
can
make it work.
practice, buy all the sets and do it with every one of them.
Indeed.
How's your quest for Twitch partnership going?
Nah, not really working on that.
Or should I not bring it up?
Yeah, I'm not really it's not something I typically actively pursue. I had kind of targeted it for a little bit because I had gotten to do an event with Overwatch. But it's just a very difficult threshold for I guess someone doing something more niche like Lego building would still be considered to be on Twitch. So
right,
it's it'll happen someday, but it's not really something I actively kind of worry about per se.
Okay, yeah, that's understandable.
Just kind of when it happens, it'll happen, and then that'll be the day.
Cass from Blockhead says you can. The cat can have wheels if you want.
That'd be a fun idea. A wheeled cat of some sort. I like it.
That's one of the interesting conundrums. Is there are no evolved animals with wheels.
Yeah.
And why aren't there any evolved animals with wheels?
It's true. Apparently wheels are not a supernatural thing.
One thing is that it would almost be physically impossible to have something spinning that you grow on your body, because how would it be continually spinning?
Yeah. No, I'm sure there are lots of natural reasons that doesn't happen. So are you even though I know the set's giving you a little bit of a hard time today, how are you enjoying the build overall?
Oh yeah, it's fun building and hanging out with the community. It's
awesome.
But it's the instructions tell me to flip the set a lot.
Oh, okay.
And it's a huge set.
Yeah, so not necessarily the most fun task I would imagine.
Yeah, and it's extremely greebled with lots of pieces not sitting very tightly on the thing. So every time I flip it over, something falls off.
Yeah.
So. Really is. I know there's a lot of people in food and drink who struggle with getting the numbers too, says Miss Tapcat. Oh yeah, with partnership.
Yeah, no, there are lots of different creative categories that struggle.
I guess gaming is one of the easiest money grabbers. Or
yeah,
for
it definitely
Twitch.
has a bigger audience, and I at the same time I've started to do gaming content, kind of with the mindset of maybe this will be a way to find more people, but even still, it's still not that easy. Easy.
And well, your gaming content isn't on Twitch either, is it?
What's that?
Your gaming content isn't on Twitch.
No, I do some gaming on Twitch as well.
Oh, you do? Okay, I thought that was only.
I started that very recently, so it's kind of a newer thing.
Right. And I just realized that Amazon is Twitch, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I definitely do a lot of stuff on Amazon separately. That's kind of like, I would say, unrelated to everything else, but.
Right.
Okay, I actually might be getting somewhere.
Cool.
I actually might almost have a dinosaur for us.
I'm 1% closer to the goal, maybe.
Hey, progress is progress. Don't squander what you're getting done there.
And I'm building one section of the wing side, and I know the other section is almost identical, but not entirely identical, so I can't do a mirror build.
Yeah.
Because I know it's not identical because it's not the same part count. So I was like, or else we could have saved a lot of time there.
Why would it ever be easy, right?
Exactly.
I'm like so close, but I just gotta find one more way to connect this. And honestly, like I have to say, this is the first time I've seen Streamlabs in action on a YouTube stream. It's so cool to see all the functions and stuff that it's got. So really, really wonderful.
Yeah, I sort of really enjoy using the technology and software I can to do fun stuff.
Yeah.
And I watched a lot of when I was going to do my previous 24-hour stream, I watched a lot of Twitch people with their overlays and all that, and found that really awesome. So I figured when I was going to stream, I obviously only had a presence on YouTube, so well, I'll stream on YouTube and I'm going to stream on Twitch right then and there. Yeah, so some way of sprucing it up, and as you mentioned it, you don't see it a lot on YouTube, so it seems to be appreciated by the community as well. They enjoy the chat games, and the graphics, and hopefully not every stream will be as cluttered. With my overlays.
Oh no, honestly, I think you've got an excellent layout.
Thanks.
It really does. Yeah, it really does. It does what you would want it to do for this type of event. So
right.
I'm fully supportive of what you have done here.
Thanks, appreciate that.
You got it, man.
It's mostly all my own mind.
Yeah.
But I'm not really a designer or anything like that, so.
Well, you could have fooled me today, that's for sure.
Well, my logo and my background, at least, that's paid for. So. But,
I mean, it's good to get some professional help sometimes with some of those things.
Oh yeah.
Definitely doesn't hurt.
I'm not an artist. I can't design anything like that for the life of me.
Yeah, my early ones that I did myself, a lot for. Galligate had a couple questions. When do you think your lockdown will? I think they're starting to talk about lockdown being over, but I think we are still a ways away from someone like myself going back to work. I work in retail at a mall, so I think it's going to be a little while. Oh my gosh, you know what's absolutely so sad right now? I didn't bring a brick separator. And I keep one in a bag, but I didn't bring that bag today. And I put 2 1x1 plates together, and I don't know if I'll be getting these apart today.
We have to ban BrickinNick.
Nope, got it. Okay, still use some engineering ingenuity there.
I usually have a small flathead screwdriver for really tricky position bricks or in tight spaces.
Wait, can I just use
Andrew Amphers is here from Twitch.
Andrew,
hello, thanks for joining.
Andrew is a very good friend of my stream. He's one of my moderators.
Right, I think I've seen him on there. Yeah. Awesome to have you here.
Man, I'm really sad. This set doesn't have a single jumper.
Oh. That'll limit you.
Yeah, it's really hard to get like stuff centered, but I mean, I like my dinosaur. I think he's pretty cool. All right, I think this is gonna be our dinosaur. I hope you guys approve. All right, let's see. I don't know how well people will be able to see this, but
Oh, nice. They'll see it in a minute.
yeah, I know it's going to take them a bit, so I'm going to show it for an extended period of time.
Cool.
10 brick
Very nice.
separators on your hand. Very funny fancy bricks. I had not 1x1 plates blocked, they were 1x2, but I used some other plates and leveraged them against it. So yeah, he's got like red cyborgy eyes. I just went with 2 red 1x1 or 2 red cheese slopes facing back to back. Put some like weird little hinges on his hips, but then he's got his tiny little T-Rex arms and his little legs, and then a dark blue tail that he can swing around as well.
I'm flabbergasted every time with your impro, or what you'd call it, just live building stuff.
Spur of the moment.
I can stare at my studio file for hours without doing anything.
Yeah. No, I can relate. It's not, and you know, like this is very different from what I would like, you know, want to produce per se, but
Yeah.
considering the limitations, you know, I think it's like a lot of times it's about like being kind to yourself and just being like, it doesn't have to be, you know,
Perfect.
a Picasso piece. It doesn't need to be your greatest work of art. It just needs to be recognizable.
Yeah, true.
Well, thank you guys.
That's a pretty good dinosaur.
Yeah. Okay. It was. I think Unicorn was next.
Does Restreambot show the Twitch message here in YouTube chat? I don't know. Do you have the YouTube chat open?
It does. For me, anyways, I'm watching it. I'm seeing it.
Whoa. Okay. Let's see.
Thank you, guys. I wish there were some better round pieces for the teeth, but there really wasn't anything to it. Unicorn. He's also going to have lasery eyes. These are all going to be like robot creatures.
Yeah. Well, yeah. At least I think it's supposed to add them. Then might not. Yeah.
Oh, are you not seeing it? Because I'm seeing them totally fine.
Well, I'm not actually watching the YouTube chat. I'm watching the Restream chat.
Okay, gotcha.
So...
Oh, you're on the Restream chat. It's working there as far as I can see.
Okay, yeah. I went to the YouTube chat, but because I haven't opened it in a while, it's now scrolling through all the messages.
Oh boy,
popping them in one by one instead of just going to latest.
Cyber Dino by Cyberdean. Exactly. Martin's on top of it. He gets where I'm going. Okay. Unicorn. Let's find some good pieces.
Yeah, Restreambot is right there.
There it is.
Did you have a good time judging the 16 by 16 challenge? Yeah, that was for Between the Brick.
Yeah, no, that was awesome. I was really impressed with what everyone came up with, and no, it was a privilege to have had the opportunity to check those all out and you know, give a little bit of an opinion on how they're done.
Getting
really
BrickinNick
cool.
looking down the nose at you. So what's this? I can't remember if I built what I was supposed to build now or not. I got distracted.
Focus.
It seems
focused.
okay. We'll just skip ahead to the next and see if something comes up if I suddenly blocked. So if I chat on Twitch, says Lady Brick Skater, yes. So if you chat on Twitch, everyone will see it still.
Yep. We do.
It appears in the YouTube chat. Indeed, yes, exactly, yes. Isn't that wonderful? Technology does the weirdest things.
It does some great things indeed.
That's probably the piece I need, yeah. Every time it says fetch one piece of a 2x16 brick, it says the numbers 2x16, and I fetch 2 pieces of them. Because I read 2x16, alright, yeah, 2 of the 16 long plate.
Yep. That's a nice way to keep you on your toes.
Yeah, and then I sit here with a brick, a plate I haven't used, and I are awfully confused about something. Like, okay, what now? What have I done wrong?
Dun dun dun.
What have I done wrong in my life to get to this point?
Oh man, this is it's starting to get more challenging now that I'm built.
Oh yeah, you have a limited set of pieces now.
And it's funny, I have multiple copies of this set, and I was like, maybe I should bring 2 just in case. Definitely regretting that decision now.
That's cheating.
Oh my gosh, Miss Tapcat, you know what's funny? I have no idea whose builds were what. Because Between the Bricks did not give us any info on who had built what for that challenge. So I'd love to know now, after the fact, which one was yours, Miss Tapcat. That's amazing. Because I don't think I recall seeing it anywhere else. So I'm not, and in a sense, I'm glad, because I didn't want there to be any bias. I think that's why Dan and we did.
Yeah, that makes sense. You don't want to know who built what.
No bias in the judging.
Wait, what? Say what? What's going on here? This goes over here. This goes over here. That goes. Ah, there. That's much better. If it was sort of just a little behind I would probably just continue to build it after the 24 hours and just continue for like an hour more. But I think I'll be like 6 hours behind now or something. One of the, yeah, I could probably mention that. One of the things I really struggle with when it comes to the stream setup itself would be like speaker audio and getting the sound into from my speakers but not into the microphone.
Oh yeah, that's always a fun one.
And just don't understand how people do that.
My setup is weird in that my
BrickinNick froze. No. Yeah, we are still live, but Brick is frozen. BrickinNick.
I think I was
you
losing
are.
connection a little bit.
Yeah, you dropped out there.
Yeah.
But he's back.
Okay. I turned down the YouTube quality like way more. The internet up here is not any sort of fancy internet like I have at home, so you need to be a little more mindful of bandwidth and stuff.
Right. Although one is up and the other is down, but I guess there's might be a total bandwidth on the systems as well, of course.
Yeah.
Miss Tapcat did that little physiotherapy gym.
Yeah, I did see that she said that, so
right.
Awesome job she did on that.
Lady Brick Skater says there's a different latency between Twitch and YouTube. Yes. When I streamed first time, it was like 20 seconds on YouTube and 10 seconds on Twitch delay. But now that it's up into a minute, and I have no idea how to improve it or doing anything about it, then I think it's a minute on Twitch and 50 seconds on... a minute on YouTube and 50 seconds on Twitch.
Oh, the fun.
Miss Tapcat took it to work to have the real gym in the background since the practice care confused everyone.
That's so awesome.
Nice.
Very nice.
I haven't seen any of them, but unfortunately, I've been slightly busy lately.
Just
so,
a little busy. Just
yeah.
a little busy, huh?
I hadn't had much time to check out people's content. But
Wow.
hopefully, when I wake up from my coma, I'll.
Yes, exactly. How are you feeling, by the way?
I'm doing fine.
Doing fine?
Yeah. It's actually closing in on 10 p.m. for me.
So,
soon I need my energy drink.
So did you start at 10 p.m. then, or 9 p.m.?
8
Your
p.m.
local time? 8 p.m. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I'm done at 8 p.m.
Okay.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I sort of do that so it's only one night and then it's immediately done, sort of, instead of it's an entire night and then go on streaming for the rest of the day.
That's I would say that's a good way to go about it for sure.
Yeah. But does mean there's not that awful amount of people on when I start early in the morning.
Yeah.
Locally here at least, but there were some that joined, which was really fun.
And in a way, you got to like pick and choose your battles in terms of timing. It's like because no matter what, at some point you're gonna have to suffer from your usual schedule. But
yeah, definitely. And thank you, Lego Instructions for You, for $10 donation. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the support. And he says, great to see you're still going. Thanks so much. And I think, if I'm not wrong, I'm gonna go
double check something.
Oh, I have to close these. Lego Instructions for You. You won the first raffle we had. Actually, I think you were gone by the time we raffled you, but you won the first raffle, which is awesome. So you won some CMF figures that I have laying around and a sig fig.
Amazing! Woo! Congratulations!
So congratulations on that. Contact me on my contact form on my site. You can probably easily find it on legolomaniac.com. And yeah, we'll stay in touch. And I'll get that sent out to you. And now I forget where I am again. But super thank you for the donation. That's awesome.
Awesome indeed.
And let's shout out BrickinNick's charity he's doing later this month. Aren't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing a couple of charity things this month. But I don't know. I don't honestly like. I appreciate you bringing it up, but I actually do not want to distract from this awesomeness. If you guys are curious, you can follow me on the socials. We'll leave it at that.
All right, yeah.
I want to. Today should be all about the awesomeness that you're doing. So,
thanks.
Let's keep it on that.
All right, yeah.
I like it that way better. Yeah.
But yeah, you should all check out BrickinNick. Go to his socials and see what he's up to as well. Go to his socials in about 10 hours.
Yeah.
When this is done.
Okay. I think I've got a unicorn.
Ooh.
This looks more like a RoboCop riot unicorn, I want to call it for some reason. Yo, London Bridge, what's up? Welcome.
London Bridge breaks. We're doing great, thank you. Like instructions for you, he was there but still at work. Alright, okay, yeah. I don't remember who was there or not. Mr. Starbrick says donation slowly going up. Great to see. Yes, it's amazing, wonderful. The community has come together and are donating. I thought we sort of angled it that we need some, we need some cute, fluffy things in our lives in these troublous times. Oh yeah, there you got the. That's. Oh, that reminds me of some sort of robot dog cartoon. I can't remember.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
Robot cat cartoon, yeah. Or a dog or cat with a like a lantern on.
Yeah, it totally does. I know. This is the only way I could come up with to do some sort of unicorn horn. So.
And Julian says maybe I should contact him as well to get my Millennium Falcon from last year's stream. And you just definitely should, Julian. I sort of jokingly said on my UCS Millennium Falcon stream that the one with the most bricks at the end of the stream
Oh gosh.
would get a Millennium Falcon.
Ah, you didn't specify what kind though.
No. But I sort of just completely botched getting in contact and sending him a... But I was thinking of sending one of those from the advent calendars.
Yeah, that sounds cute.
And I'll send some minifigures and CMFs as well, of course, yeah.
Very nice. I will take an 8 out of 10 for the unicorn. I will take it.
Oh, who rated it? I didn't see.
Galligate just gave it an 8 out of 10.
Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah. Restream pops up the chat a little later than YouTube.
Of course.
Of course it does. Can't have everything at the same time.
I am so confused.
How many pieces do you have left?
I have a decent amount, but like... Huh? I gotta look at the instructions. Oh, that's how they did it. Okay. I was so confused because the set includes these, right? These 2x4 with the 2 Technic pins. And I was like, oh, those are obviously for the wheels, but they're axle-based wheels. So the answer is obviously not that. And I was like, how did they include wheels in this set? But they have Technic, I just tossed it, Technic axles, which go through the 1x16 Technic bricks.
Ah.
So the car must roll nicely, and I gotta go grab it for 1 second. Oh, feels good to stand up and stretch anyways.
Yeah, I should do that more often.
Oh, there it is. Whew. This is not the most comfy seating position. Might do a little bit of sideways.
Oh yeah,
Sideways.
basically you're building on the same height as you're sitting.
Yeah. Not the most comfortable.
I remember some early days of board gaming where we had a huge board game and we needed to play it somewhere but had no space on the table. So all right, let's clear the table, play on the floor. It's fine, just sit on some pillows. Our back's not gonna kill us after
your backs will hate you
20
for that.
minutes. It was a 7-8 hour game.
Yeah.
How are you doing, Family Bricks? Getting all ready for the stream? Yeah, Family Bricks is joining us later. He will be doing a painting for us, a Lego painting, or painting.
That's incredible.
And illustration is drawn up already, and then like watercolor it in, I think it does. And we'll raffle off that painting to our donators as well. And that doesn't matter what goal we're at, we'll raffle it off no matter.
That's amazing.
So anyone who wants in on that needs to donate. Yeah.
Is there a
$1
minimum
you get a
donation
ticket.
for getting in on a raffle?
What was that?
Is there a minimum donation for getting in on a raffle?
Every $1 you donate, you get 1 ticket in the raffle.
Well, there you go, guys. Just $1 makes a difference.
Yeah.
So
then you have a chance. But we also have we have JC, a friend of mine, came in with his $70 donation. So he's a bit of a whale with his 70 tickets.
Yeah. Awesome. Someone said I can make the cat a car, so I'm gonna do that.
Who is this in the stream? Yeah, who is this cam girl on the bed?
I'm building Lego, I swear.
With his hands in
You're
his
nothing
lap.
sinister.
This is BrickinNick from Twitch. Amazing,
Hello.
amazing streamer and Lego builder extraordinaire. He's a 10K member on Lego IDs with his Tesla Cybertruck.
That's me.
And how's your Winnie the Pooh set coming along?
Still doing okay. Still getting some votes here and there, which has been awesome to see. It's at around 1,800 supporters.
Right. Okay.
Admittedly, I would say I lost a little bit of fire for that project when Lego did announce that another Winnie the Pooh project has been approved. So I don't necessarily know what that, kind of how that leaves my project. I think potentially with enough time in between, there's a chance maybe that Lego would say, hey, this will be another awesome model to throw into the mix, but who knows?
Yeah, I guess it's also all about timing, which sets you're in review with. They can't approve all of them.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
have to pick and choose. If there's other awesome sets that they Lego at that point rather make, then they'll make those instead. But then that's gonna be a little. That must be a little bitter for the first Winnie the Pooh who made 10K if that happens. If the first one sort of gets denied and then they make, and then the next one that comes in the next review manages to get.
For sure.
I don't think we had
I would say our projects were very, very different.
Okay.
So, because I had done builds of Winnie the Pooh and Tigger as models, whereas they had done a model of Winnie the Pooh's house and then had minifigure style characters for the characters. So very different approaches. So in a sense, I think they could still exist together, but yeah.
And Brick Break.
What's up, Brick Bakery?
Big Bakery says, what, a $70 donation? Yeah. A friend of mine who's from Ask at Enemy Studios, who I worked on a little, or helped with some programming help for his game, came in and donated $70, which is amazing. All the donations are amazing, of course.
They are.
Don't discourage anyone. I love all the support we're getting. It's amazing.
Every bit. Is it 26 now that are in review? I thought it was 25. Oh my gosh. Of course, I finally get into Lego Ideas and my project part of the largest review period ever.
Of course.
I'm still hopeful, but it's a little scary.
When it gets to this point, it gets to the point where Lego probably will start considering increasing the votes they need.
Yeah, I hope so. And yeah, definitely. I think they'll start reevaluating the platform to some degree.
All right. Yeah.
So, whether they decide to start increasing the number of votes that projects need, something like that, I could definitely see that being a possibility.
Yeah.
Who knows?
And people, I see people often who sort of misunderstand the Lego ideas, but it's right there in the name, isn't it? You give an idea for Lego to produce a Lego set, not necessarily what you made, but within the theme and idea of what you created.
Exactly.
So often I see people complaining about it's not the same set at all, and we've seen that a lot with the newest one, the Pirates of Barracuda Bay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But it's not like they abandoned the designer of the idea set either. In an interview, I think that New Elementary did, it comes out that one of the first who were told about the idea of doing it as a tribute to the old Barracuda ship was the designer of the Lego idea set, and he was super stoked about that idea.
Yeah.
So they don't completely abandon them either, but one certainly needs to remember that you give them idea to produce something, because definitely not everything on Lego Ideas is something that can be produced in its current condition.
Exactly.
With how it looks, or which pieces are used, and colors, or anything like that. It's so complicated.
Indeed it is. Indeed it is. Yeah. The Earth Globe hit today. Very, very cool.
Earth Globe hits today?
Yeah, that's what Lego Instructions said in the chat. That's one of the, a new project hit to the 10K milestone today.
All right, okay. I thought it was I thought we were probably talking about your Earth globe that you built recently. I didn't really understand the context of that Earth globe hitting.
Yeah.
But that's the other big Earth globe set on Lego Ideas. I think I've seen it. Who won the last raffle? That was Marton Ferenzi won the last raffle, Brick Bakery. Jacob. And Martin Ferenzi won. And he was on as well, so he saw him. So he knows he's won at least. And I can say it was a close call, even though random numbers are actually not close call, even though names are next to each other. Well, there was a close call with some other names right next to that. Martin, yeah. Oh man, this paneling is gorgeous. Tiling this thing in.
Oh yeah?
Is, and watching where they should go with gray on gray. Without any highlights for which pieces are the new pieces. That's what giving me the most problem is. No outline in the set itself. Like, here. I think I'm getting spoiled.
We have been spoiled by Lego instructions.
And here's BrickinNick just building anything without any instructions, so who am I to complain? Trying to.
Designing a cat from a set made for cars, especially when you've already done 2 creatures, is an interesting one. It's an interesting one.
What sort of build challenge would you say you enjoy the most?
Like, sorry, what do you mean exactly?
Well, maybe not challenge. Wrong word. It's more of what type of Lego building would you enjoy the most? I guess.
Definitely creative building. Definitely creative building.
Right. Yeah. And then within creative building, since you do a lot, you do like. Maybe it's not something you should mention. I like this specific thing the most when you do a lot of variety on the channel.
It's actually, it's really, really hard for me to say specifically. Like, I feel like I bounce between, like, enjoying different types of builds.
Yeah.
Because I definitely say I'm all over the place. Like, replicas, I do think I enjoy a lot. Like, the challenge of bringing something that people know and making it recognizable. But I definitely have a lot of fun just doing, like, random silly stuff, too. So it's all over the places, all over the place.
That's cool.
Hard one to settle in on.
It's good to enjoy what you do at least, and then also vary it up with different things.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay.
Now that doesn't look right. It looks like there's supposed to be a 1x2 plate there, so I'm just gonna put a 1x2 plate there and get on with my life.
Do it up.
Yeah, this is quite the janky thing when building it. It's like, why is there a hole there? Why is this part hollow? Shouldn't there be something here? Earlier I managed to insert a 1x12 Technic axle in a place that should have had 1x10.
Oh boy.
And it was like through one of those square bricks with a hollow space in it. So just those frame bricks, Technic, like 4x6 brick, which has a 2x4 brick space. So I pushed it all the way through inside there, and the axle got stuck in that space, 2x4 space. Which the very next instruction said to me, put a 2x4 brick here. I was like, well, I'm not gonna get this Technic axle out because you can actually push it from the other side. That was off limits.
Yeah.
So I just that'll just stay there forever, and I'll just skip putting that plate down.
There you go.
Or brick, I mean, the 2x4 brick. Luckily, the next step after that was put a 4x6 plate on top of it and just cover it up.
Well, there you go. A little bit of relief there.
Yeah.
Starting to like definitely get low on pieces that it's like getting very difficult. But I'm not giving up.
Yeah, that's probably something I haven't watched enough of your streams to really understand how the viewer build request goes. It seems like you have a limited set of pieces there as well.
Yeah, I do use pieces just from a handful of Lego sets.
Okay.
The idea being to keep it limited so that it keeps the build small. I don't like. I kind of just like have to force myself to make it work with what I have on hand, rather than like kind of diving into the trial and error of like having access to my whole collection. Because when I do a normal build, it definitely gets to be a lot like where I'm just spending a bunch of time like trying the same things over and over and over again.
All right. Yeah.
So this kind of really limits my options.
Okay. Yeah.
So I find it really keeps things kind of moving along in a sense.
Yeah, that does make sense. Do you sort of rotate the sets you use?
I used to do it more. I've kind of cut back on that a little bit, where I don't do as much rotation as I used to.
Okay.
I don't even know
So
if
you
I
get
can
to
really
know
say
the bricks you have available.
Yeah, so it's more so I can get to know the bricks well and then kind of be able to work through the builds a little bit quicker usually.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. You always know which bricks you have and then what you build.
Oh gosh, this looks like a rabbit, not a cat. Dang it. Well, that's not gonna work. Gotta figure out what makes a cat look like a cat.
Oh,
I don't. I'm also terrible at building cats. Like, you guys managed to bring up two of the things that I hate building.
I will definitely do a suggestion for a cat next time then.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
You need more practice, it sounds like.
I feel like I'm actually gonna go Google a picture of a cat right now. I'm literally struggling.
Wait, what am I even doing here?
They have like when people draw cats, they always draw the two little like curves, and I'm like, how do you emulate that in Lego?
How do you draw a curve in Lego?
Like, how do you do the little mouth thing that they always do for a cat? I'm like, that's not an easily recreatable thing for a Lego build.
Oh yeah, the :3 emoji.
Yeah, exactly, that thing. I'm glad you knew what I was talking about with my terrible description.
Added reinforcement, Legomaniac. Hungry? Not sure. What you talking about, Galgate? But here, yeah, added reinforcement here. Just going through some chats. I think I neglected it a little too much. Cat car, only one letter difference. Wow, the donation is going great. I'm looking forward to the next raffle. I missed out on this set. Cool, says Mama's Bricks. Yeah, hope you will join that. How big is the set I'm building? It's 7,300 pieces, Jacob. It's not 11,000 pieces. I'm not sure where you got that number from. That would be quite insane.
You're just a little crazy.
Just a little crazy.
Okay, and you need to steal some
just
pieces?
a little airborne. It's still good.
That didn't change his look at all. So it's fine.
These instructions are crazy. It's like, here are 50 pieces you need to place somewhere. Here's one piece you need to place somewhere.
Oh gosh.
BrickinNick, you're doing season 2 of Lego Masters?
I will
That's Lego
certainly be looking
instructions.
into it. I will certainly be looking into it.
Yeah,
Hey,
definitely.
Volka's here. What's up, Volka?
The way you can just build live and improvise like that is impressive and exactly what you would need for Lego Masters, isn't it? So that's
Indeed.
You can just send them your Lego Masters live stream as your submission tape.
Send them my portfolio.
Yeah. And yeah, Walkabout is here. Thanks so much for joining.
Another friend from the brick building community.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was talking to him about also joining the stream, but the times didn't match up entirely, unfortunately. But maybe next time.
Indeed.
What does WB stands for? Galgade? It's the Galgade.
Warner Brothers?
It usually does. Except Galgade said WB Cut the Craggle, and Cut the Craggle is in the house as well. I love that name. Cut the Craggle. Oh man, this panel is getting long now. And how awesome is Pretzel Rocks?
Pretzel's wonderful. Pretzel's wonderful.
Yeah. Wait, was I supposed to do even more? Oh man. Looked over at Streamlabs and it said skipped frames, and I was like, oh no, and it says 2 hours, no, an hour ago. So I'm like, alright, okay. Never mind. Go away, notification. Oh, WB is welcome back. Galgade
Galgade
has this text speak.
I am familiar with the phrasing, I just completely forgot about it.
I haven't heard that one so much. WB is welcome back. Alright. How are things going so far? Is Volk is asking. It's going alright. We're only, let's look at the timer, 3 hours and 40 minutes behind.
Right on schedule.
3 hours and 40 minutes. God, what?
Where does the time go?
Yeah, where did it go? Has time ever existed? Wing bees and 1x4. Oh, another wing piece. Okay, good. We had it. Awesome. I haven't been missing any pieces for a while now. It's mostly in the first section. It was like tons of pieces missing. It was weird. You hanging on there?
I'm trying. Things are going well. I'm currently trying to build Volca a cat car out of the remaining pieces from this 3-in-1 set after having built a dinosaur and a unicorn. Should really call it robo unicorn. Police unicorn. So I'm trying to figure it out.
Robo Unicorn. Did you ever play Robot Unicorn Attack?
No.
No.
Is that a real game?
That is a real game. Oh my god. I haven't heard that sound yet. Incoming host from Volk. Thanks so much for hosting. Really appreciate that. That's what you're supposed to say, right? I haven't had a host before.
You nailed it.
Awesome. Awesome. I Oh yeah,
Totally
Robot Unicorn Attack. Yeah, that is a real game. It's one of those sort of Flash games that was popular at some point. Although all Flash games are now dead because Flash was a terrible format. But it was all about a robot unicorn. It was an endless runner game basically.
Okay.
With a robot unicorn, you're jumping up and down. It got faster and faster, but the reason people played it was because of the music that was tied to it, which was a song from some band, which just fits so amazingly well.
Love it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna start singing on the song. Just I don't remember what it's called.
I mean, now that you said it, now I really want you to.
Well, I'll link it to you later. But there was actually a Robot Unicorn Attack 2 that came out, and that is on iPhone, on the App Store.
Oh, it is? Okay, there you go. Yeah.
It wasn't as
Hey,
good.
what's this? What's up? Laters for now. Good to see you, LBB.
What? Who's leaving?
I think LBB saying, yeah, he's gotta go.
Nice to meet you. Laters for now. Oh yeah, it's laters. So see you, cool boys and girls later. All right. Good night, LBB. Maybe we'll see you in the morning. Jacob asks what hosting means, and I remember actually BrickinNick talking about that on Beyond the Brick the other day when he was explaining all the Twitch stuff to YouTubers. But basically, if you go to a person's channel on Twitch and they can host another person's stream when they are not streaming themselves. So if you go to Volkaput's channel now, you'll see my stream, basically.
Yeah.
Yes, and my chat. And I find that super confusing when I visit new people. And I was like, oh, they're live, and then I'm watching a little, and it's like, they don't look like the picture down there. Or...
Yeah.
It's like, who's
It definitely is
the
a little confusing.
Yeah, so I just have to learn to sort of recognize the host when it says hosting.
Yeah. Definitely a little off-putting when the first time you kind of run into that.
Yeah. It doesn't really seem like hosting is as popular as, I guess, raiding.
Yeah, admittedly, it's not nearly as effective either, so...
Yeah. Because people going to a channel doesn't go to a channel to see another channel, sort of.
Indeed. Indeed.
So I'm filtering out all my Streamlabs messages, or else my restream would be filled with just adventure messages. So I don't know how any of the adventures is gone. So I'll guess I ask the viewers now: has anyone lost an adventure yet?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Because that's a bug in the YouTube Streamlabs Cloudbot, I think.
That it just nobody ever loses?
Nobody ever loses an adventure. It always gives full payout. And
wow, what a generous bot.
I remember last year, I basically, it was the first time I had that system on, and I had basically no limit to what you could adventure with. So Julian, who's I think is in the stream if he didn't go on a break, amassed a total of 130,000 bricks just adventuring during the entire 24 hours. Which is really hilarious. So I'm wondering if someone has ever ever lost an adventure yet. And Blockhead UK then asks, of course, what is rifing, which she then corrects to raiding. And raiding is when you're at the end of your stream, you raid another streamer on Twitch, bringing all your followers along to that streamer.
Yep.
That's pretty much it, because the streamer they are watching is of course shutting down their stream, which means you have a bunch of viewers on Twitch without a stream to watch. So streamers will then send those viewers onto other people's channels, basically, and raiding them. And it's a good way of discovering new people and new communities.
Exactly. All right, I think this looks like a cat.
Let's see.
It is what it is.
Oh, nice. That's
So it's
fairly
got like
good.
a
Yeah,
face,
that's nice.
and it's got its body, and then its tail turns into which does like
Spoiler.
wiggle. Yeah, a spoiler, because that makes a lot of sense. And then yeah, I don't have many pieces left. Just a handful here. But I think overall not too shabby.
Nice, yeah, that's great.
Let's see.
Martin asks, totally random question number 5. Does anyone have any BrickinNick AFOL program sets?
Ooh.
And I do. I have the Lego Story set with the 4 dioramas.
Oh, that's the one I have.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Great build.
Yeah, it's cool. The window on one of the factory was a little loose. The modern factory, the window in the back, but other than that, yeah.
I don't recall that.
But really wonderful type set. You can lose through sorting, but not through adventures, it seems. Okay, yeah, just like last time. But how do you raid? Just start rebroadcasting them? That's a good question, Blockhead UK. I have not found a raid button, so I have no idea.
So there's actually Twitch does have built-in tools for that. So you can type very similar to how a lot of commands do /. So for the streamer, you can do like / emote only and stuff like that for controls. There is one / raid, and then you type the user's name, and it'll basically start a countdown. And then either at the end of the countdown or when you decide to initiate it, it'll automatically redirect it from your channel page to the other person's channel page.
Ah, so it's not like a button or interface for it. It's just a command you type.
I do believe you can set it up to be part of your dashboard. So on Twitch, you have the customizable dashboard, so you can add a raid button.
All right, yeah.
But I'm used to doing it through the command method. So.
Right.
Neat.
Okay, yeah, neat. Thanks for explaining.
You got it. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, guys. I'm glad you guys. 9 out of 10 from Gallagate. I love it. I'll take it. And then I'm just trying to think, like, can I come up with anything with these last few pieces I have? But I'm not too sure I'll get away with anything, but we'll try.
I now built completely wrong here. How? What? I'm so blind I don't see what I have built and what not built. There. New follower, Brick Bakery. Oh, Brick Bakery made himself a Twitch account and followed.
Hey,
Thanks so much for the follow. He's a good friend. Okay, I messed up right here and I just started building random things. What even is this? Oh, no wonder I was missing those pieces. This is what I'm talking about, instructions. Why are you telling me to build 50 bricks at a time and then telling me to build one?
Very logical choice in steps.
Okay, that seems right. Okay, let's try. You had more pieces for that cat car than I thought you had left.
It was a lot of big pieces, so I literally just laid out most of the big pieces on it.
Okay. Nice. Have you watched any of Tricky Bricks streams?
I've been catching them here and there, yeah.
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 Super
no,
fun.
Awesome to see them doing it up, yeah.
Haven't seen any of the Lego Masters, but it's they are really fun people.
Definitely awesome guys. Trying to like come up with something funny to do with these last few pieces, but I don't know.
Make a wearable.
Make a variable?
Wearable?
Oh, a wearable. I was like, how am I gonna build a variable? I was like, X or Y, like that can be a variable for a math equation, but
No, this is programming variable.
wearable. Okay. Okay.
A tie pin.
A tie pin.
That's like a dot on your tie.
Yeah.
How far
I have
am I
the
behind on total now? It says 4 hours. I think that's correct, but I don't know. Let's see. Let's get the Cargill that asked. We are soon done with this section, though. So we'll see when we are done with this section, if we get there. How far behind we are.
Jamie is indeed a legend, Martin, that's for sure.
Jamie Berard, what a legend.
Yep.
Werewolf? I'm not sure if that's a suggestion for what to build or if it's more of a question if that's what I said with wearable.
Oh gosh, that probably is a suggestion. And I don't like it.
Iceberg Bricks stream as well as Boone Builds, LegoManiac. Yeah, Boone Builds.
Yeah, they do
stream.
lots of awesome stuff.
Yeah.
All the Lego Masters.
It's just too bad it's like a lot of people from Lego Masters are streaming, but I haven't seen Lego Masters because it's not here at all. It might be time to put on the old sea shanty hat and...
It's a good way to put it. I like it.
Yeah, it's just too bad. It's like, just release it everywhere. Come on. Please.
Licensing is never that easy, though.
No. It's definitely
Licensing, copyright, blah, blah, blah.
Copyrights, distributing deals.
Exactly.
For some reason, Sony owned Spider-Man and...
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, you're a great example.
Incoming host from Brick Bakery. Thanks for hosting with 1 viewer. Thanks so much. He found the host functionality. Love it.
Hey, Brick Studio. I'm just not home, so I can't be in my studio, unfortunately. But I definitely did not want to miss out on the show. I brought what I needed for a portable setup here.
Nick must be in studio too. The Lego design program.
Studio
Brilliant.
2.0.
Like, I love the name they came up with, which is actually Stud.io,
Yeah, I thought it was great too.
which makes sense. It's Stud and Studio at the same time. But
Mhm.
as Studio 2 came out, they've just been calling it Studio 2.
Yeah,
And that's a terrible name.
it is.
Like,
It is.
what software do you use? Oh, Studio. I was like, okay, which one? And I was just gonna search Studio.
Yeah, like Studio is not descriptive at all. So
No.
like, imagine trying to search for. You're like, oh yeah, look for Studio. It's a really great program. It's not gonna get you to where you want to go, right?
No. So yeah, I don't know. There's probably clever people than me that's working on it, but I would have rebranded that long ago.
Yeah, I think so too. I think like if they had sticked with stud.io, it could have been like everybody would call it Studio, but it could be like go look up stud.io. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would have worked.
And the link should work as well. Stud.io should work as a link.
Yeah.
So because all software sort of, oh yeah, that's a link. I'll highlight that as a link, and then there's nothing there. All right, great. There's no stay-at-home order in Canada, I think, pretty much, says Brick Studio. Isn't there? Wasn't you weren't you?
Like yes and no. Like it's not like illegal for us to be up here. It's discouraged, but we are not like we're just going home to home, so we're not interacting with any people anywhere else.
Right.
So I understand the encouragement of staying home, but if we're not interacting with people, then what's the difference if we're here or there?
Yeah.
And even if like and like kind of tying back to what you said earlier, like if any of us did get sick up here, we would go back home to get treated. We wouldn't stay up here.
Right.
So we wouldn't put any extra strain on any of the local resources.
Yeah, good. I don't think I think I'm missing pieces. I'll grab some of those. I don't think we have a specific. We don't have like an order to stay home, but we're encouraged to limit the amount of time we go out. So,
for sure. Yeah.
I think there was posted sort of like a diagram overview, like if you're healthy, do this, don't do this. If you're feeling sick, do this, don't do this. If you're in quarantine, do this, don't do these things. Sort of list cross diagram, which helps a lot. So, and at the bottom it said, "Do not go to cabins, no matter who you are."
Yeah. Okay.
But it's kind of wrong because what they do mean is don't go to a cabin if your cabin is in another county.
Yeah.
Basically.
Makes sense.
Actually, we call them communes.
Communes, okay.
But I don't think the name is directly translatable.
No, I don't think so either. Oh, I can't think of a wearable to do here, Lego.
I love that you just called me Lego. It's amazing.
It's the first part of your name.
Yeah.
That's. I feel like I always call you that when you come by the stream instead.
Yeah. No, I like it.
And I mean, I might think you're a maniac, but I wouldn't like calling you one.
Well, I'm not actually a maniac. I'm a megalomaniac.
Even worse. Even more scary.
Oh, new follower. Shock the Toast has followed. Thanks so much for
the
follow.
Shock! So awesome.
Awesome to have you here. Awesome to have some followers. I think someone has followed Nick over on here, maybe, possibly.
Very kindly so. Thank you.
Very kind. Did the malls close in Canada?
Yes.
I don't think.
Sorry, but you understand that. At least in Ontario, where I am, so.
Right. I don't think malls specifically closed down, but a lot of like non-essential stores in malls closed down for us in a certain period.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people were like, hey, what we're doing is working, so it hasn't affected us that much, so we're gonna open everything again. Which makes sense. But we've had, I don't know the latest numbers right now, but last time I checked, we've had 200 cases, 200 deaths.
Gotcha.
But our neighboring country, Sweden, has had 2,000 deaths. And there are only twice as many people. So that's kind of terrible.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Yeah.
La Lego.
Hmm?
As Garmadon would say, La Lego. Like Lil Lloyd. What's up, Shark? Good to see ya. How are ya?
Heyo, Shark. La Lego. Lolly Lulelo from Metal Gear. I'm not sure why.
Can't say I know that one.
It's so weird. Like, yeah. Well, the entire Metal Gear franchise is weird, but for some reason the masterminds of the civilization and the one controlling everything is a group calling themselves the Lolly Lulelo.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's a name.
Yeah. And then and you get this information directly from the president in that game. He says, yeah, I'm just a puppet. I'm being controlled by the real people behind everything. You think the president has any power? And then at the end of the game in Metal Gear Solid 2, there's like, yeah, I tracked those people down that are in the secret Lolly Lulelo organization, and they all been dead for 100 years. and people are like, okay, what's going on? Who's controlling the president then? Who is he getting his orders from?
Oh, gosh.
Oh, the story is just going berserk in that universe.
Craziness.
How's your Beat Saber coming?
Ugh. Thought I had an idea for a top hat, but
Oh, I love a top hat. That's something I mentioned. That's not something I've seen a lot in the Twitch Lego community. Is the concept of sig fig. If you know what that is.
What's that?
So a sig fig is your signature figure.
Oh, no, I don't.
Hmm?
Yeah, what about sig figs?
Yeah, so it doesn't seem like something that's very prominent in the Twitch Lego community. That people have their own.
Sorry, you are cutting out on me. So you're saying it is or isn't?
It isn't? It doesn't seem like it.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know if it's particularly common of an idea.
Okay, yeah. You don't have a sig fig? Or
I do, but I just don't
okay.
really make use of it.
Alright.
I feel like people will kind of create, like, they work it into their emotes, if anything.
Alright, yes, that's true.
Yeah, I think like
their illustrations and persona thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
Yeah, okay, basically, yeah.
So I use Benny as my primary emote, so it's kind of my persona, I guess you could say.
Yeah, and you have a Benny on stream as well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. It's just interesting, the differences in the communities.
Yeah. It is indeed. Who's gonna be coming up to hang out after myself?
No one. For an hour.
Oh, you got a little breaky break there.
Yeah, after BrickinNick we need some break, you know.
I mean, I would want to be there for me too.
But after that we have Matt Elder, who's gonna do a drawing for us. Illustration is the watercolor guy.
That's super exciting.
Yeah, it's awesome. I don't understand what this thing wants from me.
What thing?
It's... Oh, it's hard to explain. It's a rod with 3 plates on it, but they're equally spaced, and it wants me to. Where do you want me to place it down? I don't understand.
Yeah, you have fun figuring that out.
Up yours now.
Ooh, we're getting edgy now. We're
Oh,
14
yeah.
hours in.
Streambot's gonna censor me. Cloudbot, I mean. No, this doesn't make sense. Okay, like that. Okay, come on. This is hilarious. Like, why is this a thing? Okay, I'm gonna put it. Why is this so hard to get on? I don't understand. Surely can't be that. It's. Don't call me Shirley. What is going on here?
You have met your match, building once.
Why? Okay, let's try this like that, and then. Okay, maybe.
Oh,
Ah, there we go. Okay,
he's getting somewhere.
it's the stupidest thing ever. It's hard to explain as well. It's like a rod on
Yeah.
3 1x2 plates with a hole underneath.
Sounds very complicated. Okay, I actually might have a weird little creation. I don't know if I call it anything, but
Awesome.
I might have another creation. Kind of like a speeder.
Cool. What you got for us?
I want to do more with it, but like, I like no more connections to make.
Oh, new follower, RDF Lego has followed. Thanks so much for the follow.
Hey.
Guess he got a Twitch account as well. Yeah, and then go over onto BrickinNick and follow him.
Aw. You guys are too kind.
All right, I'll wind it back. Don't just flip the piece instructions without telling me. Ah. Instructions, do you see these numbers? These are rookie numbers. Gotta pump those numbers up. Any major plans coming up?
Not quite. No, I haven't really decided on what my next big building project is. It's some sort of weird speeder. I don't know. Pretty lame. But
yeah, you finished that Pokemon Shield.
it's designed, but I haven't ordered the parts yet. Been slacking on getting that latest BrickinNick order in.
Yeah, I think I got confused since it seemed like on your stream you were done with it, but then I couldn't remember seeing any finished product.
No, yeah. There's no finished product yet. Oh, man. I do not envy you right now. Very focused on building. He is into it.
Oh yeah.
Into
Aren't
it.
you focused on building?
I'm done now.
It's too focused on the build at the moment. Too focused.
I'm done.
Hun.
Hi, Hans.
Hun is here. Thanks so much for joining. Welcome.
Hope you are doing well, sir.
The dog, as I call him.
Woof woof.
Woof, woof.
His name does translate, right? So.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Although I think
Hope you're doing well.
on YouTube he's Techno Hun.
Yes. Yes, he is. So he's the robot dog.
I thought he was like more into the dance. So
He might be. Might be. Did you figure out that tricky part of the build yet?
you mean the entire thing?
Well, I mean, other than that.
All right. Yeah, the 3 rods with some stuff through them, and then after you attach the plates, like a rod with 3 plates attached, and then you need to space them out correctly in order to place those plates on a plate again.
Oh gosh. Ugh.
And I'm just, okay, I'm gonna place these things on a plate and then shove the rod through them instead.
Craziness.
Yeah.
Craziness. Do 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 do.
Yeah, Techno Hun on Twitter, as in techno music genre. Hey, it was techno music.
Aw, man. And Mr. Honda on YouTube. There you go.
Rick Bakery asked me if I had caught up some time. Yeah, I've completely neglected the chat apparently. Did you catch up any of your last time yet? I did catch up like an hour by building 2 sections at the same time, mirroring them. But for some reason, I'm now 4 hours, 4 hours behind. 4 hours and 16 minutes. Whoever came up with that idea. Alright, time to attach this beast thing here. How is it even attached? You attach it to the other side. Alright, so for the first time this stream, I'm bringing in the huge set, which doesn't fit in my camera whatsoever.
Do it.
Then we link it up. How? Where? What? Oh, this thing is for the other side, isn't it? Yes, it's for the other side.
Brick Bakery, note, I do believe you should be able to YouTube chat on Twitch. At least it was showing up for me when I had checked it earlier.
So you can see the Twitch chat on YouTube, but not the other way around. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah, no, the YouTube chat should be going to Twitch as well. Yeah, should go both ways.
Yeah.
But you might be on Twitch. Twitch doesn't allow you to see past chats when you first come into the
Yeah,
stream.
that's right. That's right.
So-
That's one thing I hate about Twitch.
Yeah. Yeah, so Jacob, because you've just come into the stream, all the past chats are not there. Only the ones
Cool.
you're there to actually see when
That
they
is
come
right.
in.
Yeah,
So-
I don't know why that's still a thing. That should not be a thing on Twitch.
Yeah, because the replays has chat in them. Or
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they
so
do.
it's all being recorded.
Yeah. It's weird.
It's a
Odd.
very, very strange choice for sure.
Yes, definitely. Oh, this is some janky connections right here to place this
Oh gosh,
huge thing onto the.
it's a beast though. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
there. Oh yeah, and they all fell off. Oh my lord, what?
Oh boy.
Yeah, alright, I'll see you tomorrow with this. I'll still be connecting this thing tomorrow, I think.
Oh boy. I hope not. I hope not. Are you so dedicated to the build that you will continue to stream until you're done the build, or are you gonna cut it at 20?
I would, like, if it was an hour remaining,
Yeah.
I'd go for the next hour. But if it's what appears to become now 6-8 hours more, I think it will be either done off camera or in a separate stream.
Yeah, that makes more sense. You don't wanna hurt yourself.
Yeah, but I was hoping to have this done by May the 4th to put out a time-lapse video of the entire build.
Yeah,
But at this point,
that'll be tough. That'll be
yeah.
tough. Yes, eat and keep hydrated indeed. Thanks, Captain Craigle.
Actually, I think I'm gonna follow the advice here and connect some other pins first. I don't think it's an advice, but it's just instructions actually telling me to connect these other things.
Yeah, make it happen.
Alright. Did you finish something last minute?
What's that?
Did you finish something for us with the last pieces?
Like some lame speeder, but it's really.
Alright. Well, it wasn't much pieces you had left. Actually, it looks
Yeah.
like a person if you lift like from the bow.
Oh gosh, yeah, you're right. It does.
There we go.
I mean, that was part of the plans all along.
Yeah, definitely. This is a terrible way of attaching it. Come on. Well, it's not the attachment itself, it's the sequence. We've attached these things on the wing
Yeah.
and then gonna plug them all in. I think we should have plugged them all in and then attached the wing to them.
Craziness. Absolute craziness.
Oh, there we go. Okay, all. No, this one. Alright, yeah, no one saw that. Come on. Okay, let's see. Okay. Just gonna assume these are the correct positions. That went so much better. Okay, there we go. Yeah. What?
I love hearing just the thought process. So good.
Yeah, that's because I haven't attached this brick here correctly. Everything's just falling apart on this.
Doing awesome indeed. Doing awesome indeed, Breathville.
Doing well, guys. Brett Spill, thanks. Time for food. Remember to eat and keep hydrated. Yeah, thank you. It's coming up on 11 p.m. for me, so it's basically time for my energy drink to keep me through the get me through the night.
Is that your caffeine poison of choice?
Yeah, it's Monster.
Ugh.
Monster lemonade.
I do coffee instead.
Right. I don't drink coffee.
Very fair. Very fair.
Okay.
For anyone who is curious, what we because we are getting close to where I'm admittedly going to be making my exit. For anyone who's curious, I did some alternate builds that you guys suggested with the Creator 3-in-1 set here, and you guys had asked for a dinosaur, a unicorn, and a cat, which is great for a set designed to build cars and planes and boats. So thank you for the very natural fitting suggestions. But our dinosaur is this robotic looking T-Rex here. That was our first build. He's got his tiny little arms, a little tail, some engines or exhausts. He's got his robotic eyes. And then we had our Robo Unicorn, who looks more like a Robo Cop unicorn or something. He's got his 4 legs, he's got his tail, he's got his laser red eyes, he's got his transparent unicorn horn. And then to really make it tie into what the set was, we ended up doing a cat car. So we've got our cat face, and then his car-y cat body with a spoiler tail for some reason. And then I was just trying to use up the last few pieces here. We got a little eater thing that also looks like a person.
Awesome. It turned into something at least.
It did. It did. Family Brick did a good job of translating the thought. No doubt. No doubt. Thank you, Andrew. Very kind. And guys, make sure if you didn't already, get in there, the ability to make sure you donate, guys. This is an awesome, awesome cause that LEGO is supporting here. This wonderful stream and all these amazing guests. Make sure you get out there, support if you can. I'm glad you liked the Brick Bakery. I think the dinosaur might be my favorite, but the carp cat kind of turned out weirdly okay as well.
Yeah.
Until one giant robot. Yeah, I definitely planned for that as well, family. Totally. Totally part of the list. Obviously, they just magically combine. That would have been super cool. I really wish I had thought of that, but I'm creative, but I don't know if I'd say I'm that creative. Thank you.
Probably do that, but maybe with a longer time frame.
Maybe with a slightly longer time frame.
I think there's some things I've attached to this that just doesn't make it able to attach properly, so I have that to look forward to work around.
Oh gosh. I'm not envious of you and having to get all crazy and creative. Insanity.
Ah, don't worry, I don't need to be creative. I am not creative.
I feel like some creativity is going to be involved here, though. You gotta figure out a way to make it work.
Possibly. Oh man. And then everything I touch, Greebling just plummets.
Oh, it's like someone's building the same mock at this moment, and they're struggling with the panel.
Wait, really?
Yeah, Sven Johannes?
Building the same mock, also struggle to fit front panel, good vibes. Yeah, I think I actually read about the concept of attaching the front panel. There are actually some bricks in the way that makes it impossible to do as instructions say. Which is awesome.
It's always nice when things work in theory.
Yeah. What is even going on here? Sven Johannes. Yeah, well, thanks so much for joining in as well. I forgot to mention that.
Mm-hmm.
Same step as Solomon. Oh man. Can we fake it till we make it?
Fake it till we make it. You can do it. I believe. Chat, can we get some hype and encouragement for LLM to figure this out? Make it work with a large hammer. I don't know if that's the encouragement we were looking for, but
Oh yeah, definitely that'll work.
is there like a hype emoji on YouTube?
Nah. Well,
There's a good vibes one.
okay. Yeah. Now there's just some greebles laying on the floor here. I have no idea where it goes. And then it's that other one over there. Okay, let's see.
You got this. There we
That
go.
goes in 1, 2, 4 holes away, so it goes in there. Man, what's... Good vibe, good so actually, guys. Oh yeah, Restream doesn't actually show me emojis.
It just says the name.
Yeah,
That's fair. With so many different platforms, it'd be all over the place.
yeah. I've managed to grab the profile pictures though.
It grabs the profile pictures?
Yeah, yeah, from both Twitch and YouTube.
Oh wow, that is impressive.
And quite handy as well, I think, like seeing immediately the profiles of people. No, the other one fell out.
No.
Oh man, what did they... I got 3 minutes to put this on for BrickinNick.
Don't feel any pressure. There's no relation to me, and when I'm done.
Yeah, I understand. There's like a brick under there that just... that gets in the way of everything.
Oh wow, that's some craziness.
Yeah, and that brick is attached to an axle, so that brick isn't going anywhere.
Oh boy.
So this will just... I finally got something on over here, I think.
Here's how a pro solves it.
Oh,
Then
actually,
you're gonna be relying on your expert reassembly of this part of the build.
you can do it, yeah. Curious how a pro solves this. Oh my, no. A pro would trash this thing. Realize they've lost and like, yeah. Yeah, this thing is just not attaching properly. Oh.
I'm sure with the channel like Future you has figured it out. Yeah, I had no doubt in a minute or two from now he's gonna have what the current LLM does not have.
Ta-da! It's finished!
See? Boom! Magical.
What is going on here? Come on. There's just nothing lining up to attach this properly.
Oh no. Come on.
I'll tie a rope to it and then it's attached. Done! Ta-da!
It is a beautiful looking build though.
Yeah, it is gorgeous when it's together and works.
And I'm excited to see it when it gets there. Excited to see it. Alrighty. Unfortunately, the clock has struck 5.
The clock is over.
And
Thanks so
I'm gonna
much
turn
for
into a
joining,
pumpkin
Nick.
seed or something. Thank you so much for having me. It was so much fun. I had so much fun doing the builds and just chatting with you guys. You have a wonderful community. I have no doubt you're going to continue to raise tons of amazing money for this awesome, awesome charity.
Awesome. Thanks so much. We'll talk to you later.
Take care, everybody.